Thank you for joining us on this edition of the show. On today's Tech Tips, we'll share how to receive notifications each time a new video is uploaded on YouTube. Our mobile app of the week rewards you for making purchases through it. Do look out for our online security and giveaway segments. This is Tech Trends, and I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.
Good health is an important requirement for living a socially and economically productive life. And that's why an app like Hudibia, created by Dr. Ajoku Amadiobi, helps patients to have access to healthcare services through a mobile tablet or web platforms.
Click on the search for doctors tree to give you the option to search for a doctor either by their specialty.
The idea of a Hudibia app is to connect medical doctors who are abroad with people in Nigeria to have access to medical services anywhere in the world.
You can decide that you're going to select a particular location.
Dr. Ajoku, who lives in Europe, was inspired to create the app after several challenges in interacting with his patients based here in Nigeria. With Hudibia app, he's been able to bridge the gap by allowing him and other doctors to have a regular checkup on their patients.
This app is actually designed to enhance what you can do directly. Also, some of the challenges in terms of being able to take care of some of my relatives here is also something that I have tried to address with this app. It all started really when I did the research fellowship in telemedicine. So a lot of work I did was on wearables, how to use them in medical care and how to do remote consulting.
Apart from connecting to doctors, the app also provides information such as health tips advice, disease alerts, locate hospitals, pharmacies, and lots more.
As you can see, the app is well-rounded, as fairly integrated now. We're going to add on the iOS, the iPhone app part of it now. We're going to add the feature where you can find hospitals that are nearby. But at the moment, I think I have a well-rounded enough feature set to be able to actually promote it and do a lot of pilot studies, and then after that, with a lot of feedback, then I can add or sometimes remove features if they're not necessary.
The app also provides options for people to select their preferred language for those who cannot read in English, and as well readouts for those who don't understand. The apps give you the opportunity to choose from Nigeria's 3 major languages, which are Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo.
And then you click on play, and it will play it in Hausa language for you.
With innovative solutions like Hudibia, many low-income earners will be able to meet their healthcare needs.
You can also go to that.
Samsung Electronics indicate that its latest flagship Galaxy S smartphone could be delayed as it pledges to enhance product safety following an investigation into the cause of fires in its premium Note 7 devices. Wrapping up its month-long probe into the cause of the Note 7 debacle, the world's top smartphone maker says faulty batteries from 2 suppliers were to blame for the failure of the Note 7, which wiped $5.3 billion off its operating profits. Samsung Mobile chief Ko Dong-jin added that the procedures had been put in place to avoid a repeat of the fires as investors look to the launch of the South Korean tech giant's first premium handset since Note 7, the Galaxy S8, sometime this year. The traditional forum for Samsung premium product launch, Mobile World Congress, which begins on February the 27th, will not unveil the Galaxy S8. The traditional forum for Samsung premium product launch, Mobile World Congress, which begins on February the 27th, will not unveil the Galaxy S8. Samsung's reputation took a battering after it announced the recall of 5 prone Note 7s, only for reports to emerge that replacement devices also caught fire. Investors have been looking into the investigation into the Note 7 tragedy, in which images of melted Samsung devices spread on social media and airlines banned travelers from carrying them on flights to reassure consumers that the company is on top of the problem and be trusted to fix it. The handset, Samsung's answer to Apple's iPhones, was withdrawn from sale in October, less than 2 months after its launch, in one of the biggest tech failures in tech history. Someone is watching this driver as he makes his way through the streets of Cameroon's largest city, Douala. The vehicle is registered on a mobile application known as Traveler, which uses sensor and GPS technology to monitor just how well it's being driven. The app was created by Achille Arnold Nji, who is also the startup CEO, and some friends who wanted to improve road safety and emergency response to accidents in Cameroon.
We're trying to provide a rapid response when an accident occurs, and we're trying to provide information concerning buses all over the national territory in an office. So we're saying that you can sit in an office and have information concerning a bus. I mean, you can just walk around and you get a notification about a certain car, be it high speed or an accident automatically.
The application is available to anyone and does not always need an internet connection. Any passenger with the app can enter the driver's name and registration of the vehicle they get into. Companies or individuals running buses, taxis or trucks have shown a lot of interest in the app, which also logs information about speed, location and cases of overcrowding in the bus or taxi as reported by passengers. The app also automatically alerts emergency services, hospitals as well as the families of the passengers if an accident occurs. Traveler app also helps keep drivers in check to avoid accidents from happening in the first place.
If your bus is driving at above 60 kilometers per hour, our application will notify you that, hello driver, because there's a driver platform, so they can use the same application to control drivers by transport agencies. So the application will pop up a message that, look, this speed, you cannot bend a corner at this speed, it is dangerous.
Thousands die in road accidents in Cameroon every year. The World Health Organization says traffic accidents kill more than malaria. Nji, a 27-year-old electrical engineering graduate, says many people do not know who to call in the event of an accident. The lack of information is one of the things his app is trying to address. Marshal Manfred Misakim runs an NGO that monitors road safety in the region. He says there also needs to be stronger legislation to govern transport. While technology like the Traveler could help curb road carnage, Nji says there is little support for startups in Cameroon.
The first thing is the absence of the infrastructure. When we started, we were hoping that by September 2016, we would have integrated the contact information of all hospitals. But because the government is not supportive enough, we've not been able to get this contact, so we have to move from one hospital to another all over the national territory. You know what that means for a startup? I mean, we basically struggling to survive, and you expect us to pay transport fare to go to Yaoundé, seek authorization, go to a hospital, request if they can give us their number so that we can notify them if there's an emergency. There's also the problem of internet connectivity. When we made the application, it was supposed to be 100% real time. When we launched, we realized there's so many parts of Cameroon that never had internet, so we had to rework it to make it work as a black box if there's no internet.
Travelers can access the app for free, but companies pay a fee to use the app in managing their transport fleets. The app's developers also hope to generate more revenue working with insurance firms. They also plan to launch into other African countries in the future. Traveler's app has been downloaded 5,000 times so far and logs at least 148 users every day.